Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tamitha Saunders with T5's Crafty Corner. Some people call me Tammy. It don't matter to me. A lot of people can't pronounce Tamitha. But today we're going to be going over this Dawn Power Wash Mermaid Tattoo Tumbler. And you can see I'm trying to get the shimmer in. But I'm going to show you how I achieve this look. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to it. All right, for this tumbler, we're using a Modern Curve 30 ounce by the Stainless Steel Depot. And I've already prepped the tumbler and spray painted it Rust-Oleum white, matte white. And once we get that all done, we're going to apply the tacket. Now, a lot of times I'll mix water in with my tacket, but for this tumbler, I'm just adding it straight to the tumbler. It just depends. Sometimes I'll mix water in with it and sometimes I don't. And then once we get that applied, we're going to wait for it to dry. Now we're going to start applying our glitter once the tacket's dried. We're starting by using the Fairy Dust by Fairy Tale Glitters. And we're just randomly going to spread that on the cup. Our next glitter that we're going to use is Mermaid Tail by Grateful Glitters. This has a more of a dark color and it just matches well with the look I'm going for. And once I get the mermaid tail all placed where I want it, and I'm just randomly placing it, then we're going to use Peacock Feather by Andetta Glitters. And this is more of a teal color, so it just gives random colors for the theme I want to go for this mermaid cup. Now, once that's all done, we're going to generously apply our finger and we're going to try rubbing the glitter off. And we're just going to keep rubbing until we get it all flattened. And that's the whole idea. We're just flattening the glitter. And a lot of this is just you keep going until it's done. Once I get everything all flattened out, I can kind of see a few spots where I could tell that the tacket wasn't completely dry all the way through, but I don't mind the look. I kind of quite like the way that it looks. And once we get that done, we're going to start applying our epoxy. This only took one coat of epoxy because our glitter was flattened. Now here we're starting our power wash process, and I always start off with the darker color first. So first we're doing spraying the Dawn randomly on the cup, and then I'm going to apply the metallic blue Rust-Oleum paint. I really like the look of the metallic for this tumbler. So sorry that when I was spraying the Dawn Power Wash on, I was sort of out of frame there where you couldn't see what I was doing. Hopefully the rest of it turns out better. I'm really sorry. Let that dry and then do the white. You just have to remember when you're doing the white, you're going to need enough white for your tattoo image that you're placing. So make sure you get a good area of white for that. And then we'll take it in and we'll let it dry and then clean it up. I want a little bit more blue at the top here, so I'm going to spritz a little more. And I'm just going to spray it right on the top. That's good enough. At least I can work with that. We'll clean it up and it'll turn out great. Using 91% alcohol, and we're going to go through and try and clean up some of the spray paint. When I'm done getting the majority of this, I'm also going to use a Q-tip to get in some of the real hard areas. This is a long process. I don't understand why it did so many of these little ones. I mean, normally I have some, but not quite this much. For some reason, when I did this power wash, the white just like had a whole bunch of like little teeny tiny dots. Normally there's always a little, but for some reason it was pretty excessive. So this one took me a really long time to get it cleaned up. I'm using my Q-tip to try to get more defined in some of the smaller areas. And I do go through a lot of Q-tips because I want to try not to rub so hard to where I'm also taking the blue off. So you're just going to keep going until you get a look that you like. And sometimes once you get it cleaned up and you go over it again, you'll notice it'll be a little blurry. So then you got to go over it again. It's a long process. Normally it doesn't take this long, but like I said, for some reason that white shot out a lot of the little teeny tiny dots. So this one took longer than usual. as you can tell up here at the top, I'm rubbing all the way through the blue and the white to try to show some glitter at the top area. And all right, guys, see how we got the cracks there? I'm going to use some acrylic gesso to go over top of that. And let's see, let me move you down here. And I'm just going to kind of splotch it on because you see the we're going to have her like right here, down and around. So I'm just going to kind of splotch it. And it's really going to help fill in some of those gaps. I'm just mainly concerned about this main area right here. And then once this dries, we're going to put a coat of epoxy on it. Now I'm just going to do this to kind of blend it in, because we don't know exactly where the tattoo is going to land. To be exact, so I'm just going to use my fingers. I'll kind of whiten these areas up just a hair. I do want to get right up here just a hair. Had a hard time getting and that's what it looks like up close. I'm going to kind of smooth it right here. I don't want all those divots on the center part. I just kind of want the divots on the outside sections. And I might even, I think I'm going to do a few here. Just to kind of give it some texture look. Like, see how some of these are too blue, where I took the white down too much. We're just gonna kind of do that a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to use a Q-tip. Yeah, big old fat fingers. So Dab it with one, and then move it around with the other end. I don't know, I get real anal about stuff, and if I don't like how something looks, I get too crazy, I think, sometimes. But I don't know. I just like things looking a certain way, and I just got to keep going until I like it. You see, I'm just dabbing with one end and then spreading it with the other. And then once I'm finished with how I get this to look, we're going to throw a coat of epoxy on it. And I mean, I'm not doing every spot. I'm just kind of highlighting certain areas. And it really doesn't take much. I do see some spots where I got some smears, so I'll touch them up with alcohol and a Q-tip. I don't understand why I still don't know why my paint splattered so much like it did. Normally, I don't have all of those. Those little teeny tiny. I probably should have just cleaned it off and redid the Dawn Power Wash. That's probably what I should have did. Oop, wrong end. It's alright, we'll make it work. Just going to do a few more. Dip it in again. Okay, get right down here. Just add this a little white here. Just kind of touching up what's already there. And then I think now we just need the alcohol again. Remember, I seen a few spots in the bottom, definitely need some touching up. And then some more. I think I want to open this spot all the way up. Get a new one. Okay. Now I'm going to find this other blue spot, which was okay. This is what we got. Now, when this finish dries, and it dries pretty fast. Like, I mean, it's almost dry. We're going to put our epoxy on. I'm double checking it, making sure I don't see any more blur spots. But I think we're pretty good. This only took one coat of epoxy, and then we were good to go. I used KS resin, Liquidy Split Ultra UV. I'm using my Dremel to sand the rim of the cup, and I go around it a few different times to make sure I get a nice clean edge. After I'm done sanding the rim, I'll use my 91% alcohol and try and clean the cup up. And then I'll go around using my utility knife to finish cleaning out the epoxy and to remove it from the top of the cup. Okay guys, we're ready to put our tattoo on our cup. And just remember that these tattoos, they have a clear plastic coating on the face of them. So once you lay it, you're kind of stuck with where you get it laid at. So let me show you. They got like a little clear, they got a little clear plastic. So right now we're just going to kind of shape it and cut some of it off. Okay, I got my water ready. And I'm just going to kind of trim her. Sorry, I'm out of frame again. I'm just trimming around the edge of the tattoo as close as possible as I can get. We're just kind of going around and trimming it. It's a curved cup, so it's kind of tricky kind of getting it all laid on there. So the smaller you can kind of get it, the better we are. So I think that's good enough. Let's see. I'm going to kind of turn it towards me so I can kind of see how I want her to go. All right. Got the paper peeled off. Gotta think where I want. Ooh, careful. Okay. I'm just going to start getting it wet. Really hope that wrinkle didn't get her face. All right, there we have it. So now once I took that off, sometimes you'll get some like little air bubbles in there. We're going to try to straighten it out. Get those little air bubbles out. Like these are so much more durable than the water slide paper. See how I'm just pushing them? I mean, you may not be able to see them through the, but in person you can definitely see the air bubbles. And you know, you can take this design as far as you want or as little as you want. We're going to start off with coloring with the alcohol ink markers, and then we're going to go from there. It dries pretty fast. Double checking. I should have went a little bit further down with the white, but I'm still happy with it. I think she'll still turn out great. And I'll be right back with my markers and my paints. Okay, now we're going to start coloring her in. I'm going to use, this is number 52, deep green. I'm just going to kind of go over some of this grass. Which we're going to be doing a bunch of different colors here. Overlapping and all. You know what, I think I'm going to, I really wish I would have, I know I put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Just kind of going to use this for reference because it is kind of dark down here where I can't hardly see. When I bought these, I bought a whole bunch of them. So that's Finn and Finn. So this is more kind of like grass, so we're just going to kind of dab. That's the big one. I can't really see this bottom part here, so I'm going to take it out of the wrapper. There we go. Okay, this is some little grass there. I'm going to take the brown. I think I'm going to go with the burnt sienna. Maybe. Let's see what this looks like. Now we're just kind of highlighting it. See how I'm just lightly going over the brown or the wood? And then we'll come up here, kind of do the same thing. And then it kind of comes like this. Oh, I missed some grass. This time we're going to use some evergreen. And I'm going to make these more of a, like a, with some of that darker, like an olive green. Let's see, it's called bronze green. I'm going to run some of the bronze because it's more of like a sea color anyway. If you look, you can notice where it looks like a crack on her tail. That's from where the tattoo had like folded as I was applying it, but that's okay. We'll fix that later with the alcohol ink. I'm going to go with maybe blue. Let's go with Napoleon blue. For the starfish. Now I'm coloring the little beads. See, for what color hair? I'm thinking I want an orange hair. I haven't done one with an orange hair, but I'm not sure which color orange. Let's see, that's that one. Ooh, I kind of like that one. That one's, I'm going to go with the terracotta because it kind of gives it a kind of like a burnt orange. I like that. Now we're just highlighting. See how we're kind of just going with the wave of the hair? I mean, you guys can do it however you want to do it. This is just how I do it. I think I want to give her pink lips. go with pink lips. So this is a pale purple, it says. Let me check that out. Guess it's pale purple. That didn't show up very well. Try this side. Or I'm going to go with probably, oh, what color eyes? I'm almost thinking blue, because I almost wish I went and did that starfish blue now. Her eyebrows. Okay, and for my actual shimmer paints, I've got a few of these dragonfly paints. This one is a red, violet, and blue shift. This one is a gold, red, and violet shift. And then this one is a red, violet, and blue shift. And then this one is a blue, green, gold shift. So I'm not sure which ones we're going to use. I'm trying to think of how I want to do her, fin. I kind of want to do something different, not the same as the one I did before. So I think I'm going to use some yellow. So we're going to go with like a lemon yellow. On the top part. This is her fins. We're just kind of flaring it. And we're just kind of going with the flow here. Not sure, and I'm thinking maybe peacock. I think I'm going to go with peacock. Let me go with the big end. Okay, now I think I'm almost thinking I want to go with the red, violet, and blue shift. Let's shake it up. Oh, this one's not been used. So we'll just do it like this. You can just see the shift of these. And right now I'm just going over the tail fin. And I've used these paints when I was doing a succulent one. And it's pretty cool how it gives it a new look. And you kind of want to go the same direction as the fin. Like, see, I'm going to work on one little fin at a time. Oops. If you mess up or get out of line, you can just easily scratch that off and touch it up. But be easy so you don't tear your tattoo. Oops, I see a spot I missed. I think I'm going to go with the yellow. She's pretty. There's so many different ways you can do her. I'm not sure if I want to color her skin or not. I do want to, I think I'm going to use the different one for her beads and starfish. I'm going to use the gold, red, and violet shift. I think I'm going to get the smaller one to a smaller brush to kind of highlight the little pearl type things in her hair. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if I want to do her her skin yet. Give me a minute. I know I'm going to go with some brown. This is like almost like a dirt, so I kind of want to add some, a little bit of brown in here. Kind of some of these darker spots. Kind of highlight some of them. And you can kind of just take this any way you want. I'm just kind of doing something a little different than what I did last time. Kind of outlining. Let's see what we get. Kind of doing a few knots. And we're kind of going to do like what we did on the top. Excuse me. I'm going to take a gray. I'm going to kind of go over these lines. We just kind of see what we get. Kind of like that. All right, guys, so we're with the mermaid cup. I think I like how she's looking. And for the saying on the back, I'm going to use this and this glitter vinyl. I don't know if you can, yeah, there. Now you can see the shimmer. So we're going to use those two. I really wanted to incorporate the yellow because I put the yellow in her tail. And let me bring you down here. And I think it'll look really good together. And this is going to be the top. So I'm going to do the yellow in the bottom, I think, and the darker on the top. Because I think it just, see, it's like a, I don't know, it's got like a brown. I really love it. I got these from Heat Transfer Source. They have multiple different varieties of vinyl. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out. And I'll be back. Okay, I got my my design all stacked on top of each other. I saved you guys me watching me place those one by one on top of one another. And I just use just using clear contact paper for this one. Just nice and easy. It's like the further down that you peel it back, the better it always sticks. And here we have okay, and then I'm just going to make a few snips. Then I'm going to make a few snips on this side. It says, she is a oh, gosh, excuse me. She is a mermaid, but approach her with caution. Her mind swims at depths most would drown in. That's our quote. I really like that quote. And there we have it. Now this one's sticking up just slightly, so we're going to fix it. I got to get the little bulge out. I'm going to come in from this side. And I have something right here. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to dig it out. And there you have it. I don't know if you can see the glitter vinyl. It's really pretty. And she turned out pretty. Okay. Now I'm just gonna try digging this side. See what that is. There we go. All right, now she's ready for epoxy. As you can tell, I'm having to do a lot of sanding towards the bottom of the tumbler. It's because my tumbler wasn't level, so it kind of pulled towards the bottom. So before I do that next coat of epoxy on it, you'll notice that I'll level out my turner as well as my cup. You'll notice that I create a boo-boo from sanding too much on the bottom of the tumbler by the tail, but then I'll show you how we fix that and you won't even be able to notice. Oops, I messed up there. I'll fill that in. I'm just lightly going over this section. There's a few little stick-ups. Got a little bubble there. Okay, now we're going to clean it with some alcohol. Yeah, see the spot right there? We'll touch that up with some markers. am going to use this flat one just to check the bottom. And I did forget. I'm gonna just kind of smooth over the rim just slightly. And then we're gonna put another coat on after we touch up the ink. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, now we're just going to touch that little spot up right there. See the little spot where I sanded a little too much? That's why these alcohol ink marks. Okay, I got the green and the black. It looked like most of the area was the black area. Just touch that up. And now we're ready for epoxy. Okay, now I'm just gonna check to see if my cup's level. And you can tell that it's not. And my turner's not. So I'm gonna try to get my turner all leveled out here. Find me a piece of cardboard. So you see right here, I'm trying to level out the turner. And once I get the turner leveled out, we should be good. You just need to check that every once in a while, and then that way you know you're good. I'm going to pop the bubbles. I'm using KS Resin Liquidy Split UV because this hopefully is the final coat. I mixed 20 milliliters, but I don't think we're going to use the whole 20. Yeah, so we got about 5 mils left. So probably would have been good with 15. Thanks for watching. I hope you made it to the end. It was a pretty long video, but there was a lot of steps to get this look. And you know, you can do various different colors in the tail using your inks. You can change the hair color to whatever you like. There's just a lot of different ways you can do this tumbler. You can use different colors of glitter to get a whole different look. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to speed things up as much as I could. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks for watching and have a great day.